So one of my first memories is sitting on my mother's lap and playing with her hands. And I remember noticing her ring. That's my wedding ring. I wear that because I'm married to your dad. And I thought about that, and I put my hand up next to hers, and I tried to imagine a ring on my finger, and I couldn't do it. So naturally, I thought, I'm never getting married. I was 5 years old, and I got this feeling that I was different. Now, growing up, I didn't date, but I figured out a way to be happy and popular. Not popular in the boys kind of want to date you kind of way, but in a way that was just as powerful. And it took me all the way through high school to the coolest sorority on campus. I had discovered that I had this unique talent for being the prettiest girl's best friend, like Natalie on Facts of Life. Right? Who did Tootie turn to when she needed a shoulder to cry on? Natalie. Yeah, so, I mean, she was the most important person in her life until Tootie, got a boyfriend. So now I'm 26, and I would drink 6 Miller Lights and approach the prettiest woman in the bar and start a conversation with a compliment. I got shot down a lot, but it didn't matter. It was a numbers game. Things had changed for me. And in the last year, they'd gone from 0 to 60. I finally understood what all this romance talk was about. It was like I was experiencing puberty again with my own car, money, and apartment, and I was going hard. Late night drinking, make-out sessions in the alley behind the bar with strangers, and as many one-night stands as I could get. So now I'm 33, and I'm having a little party at my apartment, and I open the door to meet her for the first time, Marissa. Now, I already knew who she was. See, she was kind of this new, young, hot thing in the community, and my friends had been talking about her, and she deserved the attention. She was, not really on my radar, though, but she was like too pretty, too successful, too smart, too young, just too everything. So I introduced her to some people, and then I spent my night doing what I do, which is drinking too many beers. About 3 months later, I'm at the bar, I'm at Chaos, I'm hanging out, and I look across the room and I see her come in. And as soon as she sees me, she makes a beeline straight across the bar right for me. And she tells me that she's been looking for me. And I think, looking for me? What, she need help with her computer or something? But no, this was different. She was looking for me. And she would lean forward, way in, and put her lips up close to my ear to be heard over the music. Then she asked for my number. And I'm like, wow, is this woman really going to ask me out on a date? I mean, a real date, one that doesn't start at last call. But no, she made it clear. She wanted to get to know me, go to dinner and get to know me. I ran to the bar and I grabbed a card and a pen and I was about to write. And I was like, I can't just put my name. I wanted her to think I was creative, funny, maybe even sexy. I don't know. I needed to make a statement. And so then it came to me. Pussy is finger licking good. Call me. I know. It was horrible. But she called me. But I didn't answer her. I didn't. I was stalling. I wasn't looking for her. I wasn't looking for anyone or anything that demanded an emotional connection. Just the opposite. I was hanging out with this LA Lakers cheerleader who had cruised into town and was sleeping on people's couches, and she had recently decided she was maybe a lesbian. Well, the cheerleader and I had a date, and Ani DeFranco was at the 930 Club, and every lesbian in the city was there. And we were down front in front of the stage, and the cheerleader was standing behind me with her hands in my pants when I looked up and I saw Marissa in the balcony, and I panicked and pulled away. When the concert was over, the lights came up, and their cheerleader went to the bathroom. I felt a pull on my arm. Hey, I didn't know you were going to be here. She wanted to know if I was going to go to the bar afterwards. She wanted to buy me a drink. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want her to know that I was on a date. It was complicated, so I just told her I couldn't make it. In the 10 minutes that it took to get to the bar, the cheerleader and I were over. I mean, after some talk in the car about non-monogamy and some words out front, the cheerleader went to the dance floor, and I went to find Marissa. We started to date, but I tell you, it defied logic. It was like that How to Lose a Man in 10 Days, but, different. How to Lose a Lesbian in 10 Days. I couldn't do it. She thought I was sophisticated because I had plants. Houseplants. Okay, like when I would be late because I was out drinking with friends, I'd show up, she'd still greet me with a kiss and tell me how she loved how I always had beer breath. Right? And this one morning, when she stayed over, I got up early and I went to the bathroom, and I came back into the bedroom and she was sitting up with this strange look on her face. I was like, what's wrong? She said, I am so impressed by you. What? I could never pass gas like that in front of you. I'd be too afraid of what you thought of me. Oh, okay. If you think that's impressive, I got a lot more of that. Everything that other people rejected in me, she embraced. Like, she even said that she thought my butt was cute. She liked how it was squishy, and she thought the dimples were cute. I mean, come on. She was wonderful. I mean, great, but except for this one thing. You see, I have this theory that there are umbrella people and, wet people, because I am completely willing to accept the fact that if you're not going to carry an umbrella, if you're not an umbrella person, you're going to end up wet. But I don't care. I like to take my chances. And I got this sense right in the very beginning that Marissa was an umbrella person. Oh yeah, and she carried an umbrella metaphorically with her everywhere we went. Like how she cut up in a chip bag with scissors and put the rubber band around it. Yeah, and how she drove around the parking lot for like loops and loops looking for just the right spot that wouldn't jeopardize her car to her door ding. But you know, she used her umbrella for good as well as evil, like how she saved me from the dysentery I would get from eating candy out of that dish at the counter at the Chinese restaurant. Or how she saved me from hurting my back by carrying too many groceries in one trip. Or how she saved me almost every day because she wouldn't let me cross the street at anything less than a 10 count. And, well, how she saved me by showing me that I was worthy of love. Next month, Marissa and we celebrate our 20th wedding anniversary. Yeah, but you know, things have changed a bit. I gave up the beer breath about 10 years ago, and the worst part, I hate to say, is she no longer finds my farts, impressive. But we're happy.